Hi guys, welcome back for part 2 of Silent Hill 2, the Enhanced Edition. Me and Rob are here, and we're going to be continuing on out of the Woodside Apartments, and we're going to have all sorts of treats in store.
Yay. Oh, no. Okay, alright. Here we are.
Yeah, so, I think... What did we just pick up?
I
What
use
was
my
that?
gun here, don't I?
Yeah, what was that key that we just got?
Wait.
Part of the stairway
Yeah,
key.
so that's how we get out of here,
Oh yeah,
isn't it?
I was going to say that because I don't think you can go anywhere else. I don't think you can leave this room. I think you just literally come in here to get that key and then go again.
Oh yeah, because like you try to get out there, it's like just not happening.
Yeah.
Dude, this game sounds insane through these headphones. it's
Yeah,
like,
the sound design's really, really good. And again, in the making of documentary, it's literally right there.
oh really? Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
see.
literally go straight in there and it starts. But they were saying about the yeah, it's like proper like, but
Sexy noises.
yeah, but also like. There's a move he can do it. You've most likely seen it. There's a couple of swings he does that aren't too bad, but there's one overhead one that's like an instant kill. The best thing to do, I think, is just run to each corners and do like a quick turn and then just shoot again and just keep back and forth. It's fairly simple,
Wait.
but he does this like swing that like it's just from the side. But you'll see him proper wind up if he's going to do the big overhead one.
Yeah, that's the one you got to watch out for.
Like that one's not too bad that he just did. I mean, he is pretty slow. I think it's just the intensity of being in a small room kind of sets you off. And I think when you hear the air raid siren, that's when you know he's done. Whee. I'd also love, there's a company called Gecko, I think, Gecco, that made like an official licensed Silent Hill 2, it's called Red Pyramid thing on the box, but it's like an official like statue with,
There you go.
here we go, he's done now.
Whoa, he had to go, didn't he?
And also, one thing I noticed, if you get too close to him, he'll turn back and hit you, so I wouldn't get too...
But we'll just have a watch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's the one that's like an instant. That's proper harsh, that attack. Once he's in the water, he doesn't come back up though.
Can we get the camera to look down at him?
It does if you, yeah.
There you go. Bye.
But there's a statue you can get that I don't know how tall it is, about 12 inches or so, and it's on like a proper stand with I got tons of bullets. Proper stand with he's holding like a lion figure in his hand, and it's like super detailed. And I think they're numbered. You get like a certificate with them, but they go for like hundreds and hundreds. I think there was a link I saw to an official website, like a Big Bad Toy Store or something,
Okay.
where they would have. You know, sometimes when you Google something,
Is there
And
anything here?
no, it's literally just barred off. But this takes you straight outside, so that's the apartment's done with now.
Yeah, done. Hey.
And there's another Jacob's, well, I think it's a Jacob's Ladder reference in this bit. There's a health kit just up behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like a med pack in that corner.
Look at that. Pro.
But there's a stairway that's down here on the left somewhere, and it's just a staircase leading up to a flat.
Anything here?
No.
How'd you quick turn?
It's both bumpers at the same time.
Ah.
And that's something they messed up in the HD collection. A lot of the sounds don't match what it is. And apparently if you stand on certain things, like if you stand in water... Oh, here's Laura and stuff.
You! It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
Little shit.
Little
What's
shit.
a little girl like you doing here anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or
Entitled
something?
millennial.
None of your business.
And I like when you're in the
You didn't
hospital
love
with
Mary
her.
anyway.
Wait!
And
How do you know Mary's name?
I think you say something to her, and she goes, "You you fart face. So it always makes me laugh. There's a staircase here on the left, I think. Oh no, it's not. Oh, that's back the other way.
Oh, okay, that's why I went.
But there's a, and again, I just watched the film like, I don't know, 2 days ago. It's just past this thing on the left. You know when he's in the subway station?
Oh, look, and there's ammo here.
There's a
isn't
bit, yeah. There's a bit where he goes up, and there's like a lock chain link fence stopping him from, and it's like, it could just be wishful thinking, but I think that's a little bit of a, you know,
Yeah,
it's a bit of a coincidence. And also the like outdoor soundtrack, it's just like a constant loop of like some weird echoey like foghorns and stuff, and it's so strange, but it's really like, it's almost so subtle you don't even know it's there, but sometimes when you do focus in on it, it's like, oh, I didn't even know this has been playing for like the last 20 minutes or whatever.
Right, look, I know there's some stuff around here.
Yeah, there are some like little kind of, there's like handgun bullets and stuff,
look.
so it's well worth stocking up.
Like, he's having a look. He's having a look. Not that we're going to need.
And that's
a lot
one
of
thing, you might have said it in the first part, but about up-resing all the like static images and all the signs and everything. When I went into the menu and saw the ammo for the first time, and I was actually able to read the boxes.
Holy shit!
I was like, I've always just seen those as a blur.
I swear there's something here.
I think it's the same for some of the Resident Evil like mods we've played as well. Like, some of the menus you can actually like proper super see the detail and branding and all the writing and everything.
It like, or is it Tony's Arms, the name of like the handgun bullets or something?
And for like,
any secrets? No secrets.
But no, there's some really cool like, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, and then
There
Maria's just down the stairs. It's like a little bandstand and all that.
So now that you've got your like
and there's
coat,
a health drink on the right.
like you now just have to convince a lady, or to dress like this. James,
Yeah,
and
get
you're
a cosplay.
set for the next like big like
Convention or whatever.
Mary?
And also her outfit here is based on Christina Aguilera's outfit
Really?
from an MTV Music Awards.
That's
Do I look
amazing.
like your girlfriend?
Again, there's loads of
No,
like
my
weird
late wife.
references they just pulled from and were like,
believe it.
let's just make this character do this because of that. But it's just
Face. Your voice.
seems quite
just your
random.
hair and
But yeah.
clothes are different.
My name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I?
Yeah, look.
See? Feel how warm
That's
I am?
oh my god, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, she's got the
I
leopard
told
print
you.
skirt and the.
I'm
Okay,
Maria.
so you guys need to look that up because it is like exactly the same.
Confused.
Where
Yeah.
are you going?
And also,
I'm looking for Mary.
someone said in a chat recently of another
Didn't
stream I was
you
watching
say
this.
She died.
You know, she's got like a little tattoo on her hip.
Yeah, it's like a butterfly.
It's like a
or dragon
butterfly.
or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's a
years ago.
butterfly.
But I got a letter from
Someone was like, "Oh, by the end of the game, it changes to a
a
moth."
special place.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, "I've never noticed that." And I
That's
think
here?
it's the theme of butterflies and
Haven't
moths
seen
is used a few times in the game because they see it as like there's a lot of old and new
Special
references,
place.
like even the rusted eggs you get at the end from the pyramid heads. One's scarlet and one's rust, and you get the two rings in the hospital. One's lead and one's copper. And people were saying it's comparisons.
Well,
Or HD collection, like you have that lovely
Yeah, just a
line.
flat block. Yeah.
Still there.
The Lakeview
And
Hotel?
People were saying that
Yeah.
it's
Still there.
the
So the
differences
hotel was
between
your special
Mary and
place, huh?
Maria, because
I'll bet
Maria's a
it's-
bit like not seedy,
Don't
but she's a
get
bit
so
like
mad.
seductive and a
I
bit,
was
you know,
just joking.
not as virtuous as Mary. Mary
It's
seems
not
quite
that.
like a saint,
It's this
Yeah,
and she's a bit more like, "Come on, Mackie, let's have
yeah,
a
because I always thought the feeling was
You're
that
coming with me?
she's supposed to be
You
the
were gonna just
personification of
leave me?
what he
No,
wanted his
Oh,
wife
yeah,
to be.
yeah.
It's
No,
like
I just-
she
They-
just because like he had to go so long without any sexy time. That he's just like, why don't you just fucking just?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. She's a bit more like seductive, and you know,
She's up for it.
the way
basically.
she acts. But someone was saying that the tattoo changes to a moth later.
We
Well, I
shall
don't
check
think I've
this
ever
out.
noticed, yeah.
But there seems to be more of it as well. Can you see that?
Yeah,
So there's
lower
like the
down.
That would
butterfly.
be ridiculous.
There's blatantly a mod
So
that
it's
takes that
okay?
skirt off. 100%.
But yeah, no, I was just going to say there's also like, you know, we were saying about the things that influence the endings. There's a Maria ending where if you, I think, speak to her here again and ask her what direction it is, it is one thing that triggers that ending. Because it's like
you just got to hang out with her.
And also just spend loads of time with her, and you have to keep checking on her in the hospital room when she's lying down and stuff.
Down here?
Oh, this is how you leave.
Oh, really? Okay, so
it's just up on the left.
So we'll like we might as well. Like,
no, it is,
okay.
It is that way. But
you can read these.
Oh yeah, the flavour text. In memory of the 67 who died of illness and now sleep beneath the lake, because when you find the historical society later, you see a picture of I think it's like a penal colony. They built a hospital for a plague that broke out due to like immigration or something, and that's what became like Brookhaven Hospital. So I think that's what it's referencing, all the people that died like from the thing, and also that they think that like plays into like why there's a spiritual power, because there's so many like kind of dead souls in the town or whatever, that it's almost like so it's basically as far right as you can go. Yeah, and then it just leads out. There's one thing that proper made me jump here though. I think go up there.
So the items, okay.
There is some items on the right though, but there's an enemy waiting that I sometimes forget about around this corner.
Oh yeah, he's there. Look,
and I sometimes run straight into him, and I'm like, hey.
Have it, son.
Oh, there's a health drink, I think.
How'd you kick?
Oh, just not trigger, just X action.
See, I didn't know this the first time I played this, and I was like trying to smack them all to death like that, and I was like,
the only way you can hit them when they're on the ground is with the stick, is if you do the big overhead swing.
Yeah. Okay, so which way are we going now?
So if you go up to the right here, if you get the map up, you're heading towards the bowling alley.
Oh.
I think it's trying. I think it's Y.
Yeah.
But also, if you go to Texan's Gas, that's where you get the steel pipe.
Oh, okay.
It's like sticking out the bonnet of a car.
So we need to go back on ourselves a bit.
No, this back the other way. So it's there. You want to go to that little.
Okay, the gas station.
Yeah, you want to go to the gas station, and then
there's loads of ammo just sitting out there as well.
Yeah,
I think.
And the bowling alley's there as well. That's where we bump back into Laura.
Because this is hard for me, because I'm always one of these people that has to search every little nook and cranny, and the idea of just like sprinting past.
Well, it is worth it, because you do find a lot of ammo just on the streets, but what I tend to do...
This fog looks amazing on here as well.
No, it does. Yeah, you'll hear a car running just to the right, and there's a lead pipe in the thing.
Oh, epic upgrades.
And that's a lot faster and powerful. It's got a longer reach.
Thank you, game.
And also, like, if you look to the right here, so that little box, the one with the door open.
Oh yeah.
When you've done it once, and you get the rebirth items.
Oh, that's where you get
find
the special
a book
items.
of lost memories in there.
So if there's some ammo like here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
again, that's another really like ingenious thing. Is like they make the character look in the direction of items, and it's just to the right. But they make the character like head turn towards points of interest, which is a nice subtle way of like not really kind of shoving it in your face, but just being like, if you pay attention to like what he's looking at, you will find helpful things.
Is there any more stuff?
And what I was thinking was weird as well.
Let's go.
Was like I was looking at my
I hate
like PlayStation copies of like the originals, and like on the back of the manuals, there's always like, having trouble? Call this helpline.
Yeah.
Imagine like ringing a number and being like, oh, I can't figure out how to get past this bit, and someone's on the other end.
It's very hard. Yeah. Okay.
I can't imagine doing that. Yeah, good that pizza looks as well.
So what'd you do?
I suppose like there must be someone who run them all kind of, but they wouldn't.
But it's weird to think you'd ring up and go, oh hi, my name's like whatever. I'm stuck on this puzzle, and there's someone on the other end going, oh, have you tried this? I think it's a bit weird.
Who did that? Was it Red Letter Media who all rung up about Prometheus? They did.
Oh, yeah.
They run them up and were like, so what's happening with the black goo?
Look how good that pizza looks as well.
Oh.
I guess
And this is like one of the best lines as well, where he's like, this town is full of monsters. And he's like, how can you sit there and eat pizza?
It's like, quite
Find
easily.
the lady you're looking for? What's her name? Mary?
Oh my! This does like I really can't get over how good it is.
It does look
Just
so
the
good.
lighting is like insane.
Yeah, it's really good.
Because I was gonna start playing
Cold drinks.
or like Alone in the Dark,
Oh,
the
yeah.
new Nightmare one.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And so they did a really clever thing with the lighting in that, because like there's a bit where your torch actually affects like the like pre-rendered like background that or kind of
Oh,
Resident
okay.
Evil could never do.
Yeah.
And what all they did was they made a bright version of the background and a dark version. So when the game sees that your torch is on it, it just switches
Oh,
to the
that's
bright
pretty cool.
version of that area.
I never got that far in the game. I basically I think I rented it from Blockbuster when I was quite young. And I remember you can either pick from the two characters, Edward or the girl.
Yeah.
And I think if you pick the girl, you like parachute or something into some building and you're like in the mansion.
Yeah.
But if you're the guy, you start on the outskirts and you go around all the courtyards and everything.
Are
And
you
you-
alone here?
And I remember you go down some stairs into like some water, and there's a point where you walk and something like jumps up and comes down on you.
Yeah.
And I think as a kid I just got stuck on that. I never got any further. I only had it like a weekend. I didn't even get into the mansion. Oh, this is the best.
Eddie, let's go after her.
Huh? Laura? But why?
Laura, is that her name?
That's what she said.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
And if you go on like Etsy and stuff, like there's like everything with that on it, like t-shirts, posters.
It's like it's or like it's a Silent
Yeah, it's
Hills version of
Jill
kind of-
sandwich.
Yeah, it's like, always about the food. Let's get that health. Is it health?
I can't remember the last time I went bowling.
Oh,
It's been
can't
years.
wait. Oh, but all those people
Yeah.
are coming in with their hands over balls.
Well, I actually worked in a bowling alley. I actually worked in a couple recently. There's like a certain company that have a contract with us, and I got to actually go behind.
That's cool.
I got to go behind. You know,
Run out
whenever
here.
there's like that thing where it's like, oh, I wonder what happens
She was too
behind
fast
where
for
the
me.
pins go.
Yeah.
I actually got
Aren't
to
you
like
gonna
go
go
around
after
and
her?
watch like the machine of like what sets them up.
Epic.
And it's like I've seen like the secrets of like what happens behind the bowling
He
alley.
knows the black magic that makes the pins come back up.
And I remember that. I don't know if you remember like Malcolm in the Middle much, but do you ever remember
Little bit.
to the I think there's like an alley out the gate where Laura
Yeah.
runs off it. But there's an episode where it's like a split screen of like the same night, but one night's with the dad, one night's with the mum, and they go bowling and they play out at the same time, but like half and half. And there's just like a funny episode of the bowling alley, and like Hal's like getting like
She went through there.
he's like gonna break like the record, and he's like doing all these like weird ticks and like things to try and replicate.
Oh, that's
getting
it.
straight-
That's exactly the same.
and then
yeah.
and the whole night Malcolm can't
Right
get
through there.
a strike, and he gets really pissed off, and he goes right up to the pins, like he walks all the way up the alley, and he goes, "You want a strike?" He goes, "Here's your strike," and he throws it directly into the gutter and misses, and it's like the most embarrassing.
Well, that sounds like me when I go bowling.
And also,
That's
like
it.
here, when there's clips of like in the making of when she's
Smell
like
good.
doing all her
It's
like sexy like getting keys out of her bra and all that. There's clips of them with a mocap on, and like he's like proper like trying to look over her shoulder, like all that
yeah,
stuff.
there, yeah.
And it's just like it's quite cool that they actually like acted it all out.
What a nonce. Look, it's just, he's thirsty.
Yeah, yeah. And I like the music that plays in Heaven's Night as well.
Yeah, that's some like, or what's it called, like vaporwave, isn't there?
I don't know. I've heard of the name, but I don't know what it's.
We're going up the stairs. We're going up the stairs.
Yeah, I think you can literally all you can do is go in the actual like stripper pole room, and then that's it.
We're in the stripper pole room.
And also, I think there was a rumor spread years ago when the game came out that if you go up to the stage and press action a set amount of times, Maria will do a pole dance for you. You know, like
Epic.
you know, like
Alright,
in
let's do it.
you know, you know, like
I'm
in
spamming that.
you know, like in Resident Evil 2, when you go to the desk in the STARS office and you have to keep pressing action and you get that picture of Rebecca or whatever in the desk. People were like, "Oh, that's basically this for this," and she'll do a pole dance, but she doesn't.
Right. Although if
It's
she
just-
does a pole dance in like 10 more of these, then you'll be okay.
Well, I think it was also in a couple of like unofficial game guides.
Liars.
Yeah, and they were like, the secret pole dance, press action with Maria, and you'll like do this and that with her and stuff.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
We
You
came
actually,
in through
you
that.
actually come through here on 3 as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's a section where you go to town and you have to pass through Heaven's Night, and again, I think it's a nod to like, so it's up and then along Nathan Avenue, I think. Oh no, because the hospital isn't shown on the map. Possibly. Oh no, possibly
Right.
go right. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
that's
down
what I'm
Carroll
thinking.
Street. That seems more thingy. But no, what I was going to say was, yeah. So try the other one.
So I look the other way.
But what I was going to say was, you know, like in 2.
Yeah, I'll get this way, 100%.
Yeah. And you know, in 2, Resident Evil 2, obviously you get the RPD and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then in 3, you go back there and stuff, and it's like a little nod to be like, oh, I was here in the last game. I think that's why in like 3, there's a couple of areas that repeat from 2, because you go to the hospital again, and it's almost like maybe it's like not like an Easter egg, but it's almost like a way of being like, oh, do you remember this place? Because you go to the hospital in the first game and stuff as well. That's like one of the staples is like the hospital. There's a map just on the thing as well.
So I might have to shoot all the nurses.
Yeah.
Because they
Well, the
scare
thing
me.
is as well, the nurses are like proper intense. You've got tons of ammo. I'd take them all out if I were you.
Yeah, that's what
Because
I'm thinking.
It's too intense to keep going
We've
back.
got
and,
like
yeah,
lots of
exactly.
ammo.
And the first save points in this room as well. What used to scare me,
Oh, it's her shadow.
no, is that she's always in the room ahead of you.
Yeah, that is
So-
freaky.
So sometimes, say you came in here
yeah.
and you didn't know she was there, and you turned the camera,
Ooh,
you'd be like, ooh. See, like that. It's like if you didn't know she was going to be there.
Okay, so we need this.
Yeah, you
for
get the purple ball key here, which is for the like a
lock
lockbox.
Thank you.
Look how like readable.
Let's read it. The preliminary for this illness exists. See, oh my god!
You can actually read it.
Okay, I mean, like, it's the same thing or repeated.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
says, "I got the key from Joseph." It's probably the key to that box. That's cool. Isn't
But
it?
look how like clear that is. It's
Yeah.
like in the PS2 one. It's just like a
Blur.
mess of lines on a page.
Okay, so I don't think we can open any other doors.
No, a lot of them are like you basically.
So we're going
If you go
here.
to the back right with staircases, and if you go up,
So we got one, don't we?
Yeah.
And then and this is where we see the nurses for the first
Yeah.
time.
nurses are horrible. But again, I always just take them
Oh,
out.
dude, it's so loud in my headphones.
Yeah, it is
Get out of
really-
my way, get out of my way.
And again, you can always run up and kick them or just shoot. But you got tons of ammo, so just
She's getting back up. Oh, how did she miss? Get out of the way, Maria. Get out of the way.
it's alright. You drop her off soon. She can go do her own thing. I think that's one thing I noticed about playing it a lot recently is so that's just a staircase.
Oh.
Again. But if you don't finish them off straight away when they first go down, and you give them a chance to get back up, I think they nearly regenerate all their health.
Yeah, like she went.
But this is what I mean. It's weird because it's like, oh, this is where we get it's why we get Puzzle and the shotgun. In that
Oh, this
locker.
is sick. Ah. And look, you
He's
can even see it. You can see the pin.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh.
I pricked myself.
Ooh.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Well, she's like,
Look at-
James,
just-
you can prick me anytime.
Look, there's just a random picture of like a dog, like a Westie on the thing there with a coat on.
Oh,
And look, if you look in the
hell yeah.
nice.
I'll just reload my gun quickly because that's always fun to do.
And but yeah,
What's he looking at?
no, this is an annoying thing because I thought
he constantly looks at the teddy bear.
because I was going round there like,
How is she still alive?
maybe give her 2 kicks on the ground just to be sure. This is what I was thinking. I think if you don't fully do them off, anytime you leave or enter the next
Okay, yeah,
room,
now she's done.
yeah, because music stops.
Oh wait, no, there's more music.
But
But for like 2 seconds, no.
but also there's like oh look, this is quite funny. You get something in the jacket of that coat.
Oh yeah.
But,
I remember.
There's also like a
Sexy
sexy
lady.
lady post, but if you click on
Lady.
it, it says something along the lines of, "There's no time to look at a stupid poster" or something.
Let's have a look.
The hitboxes are like proper. You have to be like dead on it.
No.
Oh, maybe it's another poster then.
Oh yeah.
This is no time to be looking at a stupid poster.
How is that a stupid poster? That's a rather sexy lady. Okay, alright, let's do it.
And if you go, once you've finished searching the second floor, that examination room's on the first, and you get a code for the 3rd floor hallway. And that music's like proper cool. It's like all like industrial, with the drums and that.
Oh! That made me jump.
That was. You know, one thing that like proper like shit me up. It's not in this game. It's in the 3rd one. But like, I don't know the 3rd as well. Like, I've played it a few times recently, but I'd forgotten loads of stuff about it. I think you can go in the very end corridor, but I think it's got a keypad. Oh no, it's the 3rd floor that's locked. So
More nurses.
And in the 3rd one, there's a section where you go in the hospital here, but there's
Don't mind if I do.
there's a room. Oh, here we go. This is where we get another code for the thing. Even that top one, you can almost read that. But again, it's because we got it on like a massive screen.
It's
1823.
1823.
But it's quite cool. It saves it in the notes anyway. But with the 3rd game, there's a bit where you come into the hospital, and I think there's one down there. Some of these rooms you go in, and they're right in front of you. And that Lapsus eye keys for the box as well.
Oh really? So it's all for the box?
Yeah. So literally, there's only one more. I think one more thing you got to do to unlock the box. Yeah. Good stamp. And I think there's like 2 variations of the nurse as well. Like in this game, there's like the clean ones, and then there's like ones that are like dark, like kind of like reddish or brown, and they seem tougher. They seem like they take a lot more damage.
Or the dirty ones.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But when Maria's already in the room, it does throw you off, doesn't it? Because you almost want to aim at her.
Yeah, it's
be
like you're going to shoot her.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? Oh, he's
There's a
looking.
health drink. Yeah.
Nice.
But look at how good, like, the walls and, like, the coloration of the bricks and the floor.
Oh, look, I'm kind of
And the
tempted. Wait. It's like just to turn off the filter for a second.
Yeah, see how it looks.
So everyone can get an idea of how good this looks. 2 seconds.
You can change the language. Didn't know that.
So it should just be able to. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, but I always feel like, although, you know, pretty much all it is, even the mattresses and stuff, like all the textures look so good, and to think it's like,
But it's
2000
not how the game should look.
oh no, but it's like 2001, I think late 2001 this game came out, so yeah, like 20 years on. No,
I mean, it suits my idea of like.
yeah, 20 years on, and it's just like, it's the same when we played Remake and we just played a slightly up-res version.
Yeah.
And it was just like, but yeah, the original must have looked great to still be as good as. Yeah, if you go back to the stairs and go down, because I think they're just going to keep respawning.
Bastards.
So don't go to the roof yet. If you go to the ground floor,
Okay.
if you use the examination room key, there's a code on a whiteboard.
Oh, okay. That's so we get the code.
And
for
that's
the...
what unlocks the top. That same corridor, but on the floor above.
So we need to get to the examination room, which is here.
Yeah, it's like in this central bit somewhere.
Or maybe it's this door. No, that's where we came.
Yeah, there we go.
So it's 1823 for one of them.
Oh no, so the lockbox isn't here.
I know.
But you get the code for the thing on this whiteboard, I think.
I know.
Oh look, that's that mate. That's the
look.
PT, like baby in the sink.
He's having a look.
But it's ammo instead.
There you go.
7335.
Okay, so that's how we get into there.
That's how we get the third floor, and that's where the box is at the end of the corridor. So if
How do we get to the third floor?
same way, the staircase.
Okay.
So if we go back to where we were, but that's just how you find the code out. Because if you went straight upstairs, it would have just been like it's
you remember
locked.
that code, I'll
Yeah.
remember the other one.
So straight to the top. Or third
So,
floor.
although I'm choosing to like play this using the D-pad rather than the analog stick because that feels more legit.
Yeah.
But
And
at
I
the same time,
I've-
well, how close are they?
They're down there. But if you go back this way, you can go straight in that corridor. You don't really even have to interact with
I
these.
swear there's one right next to me. No?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But look, if you just do the 7335 code here. Look how like high res that is. It's almost like you can touch it.
Oh, because at least we can get rid of her.
Yeah, and this is where you drop her off. I think it's in S3.
Yeah, it's one on the left here, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's not this
I
one.
think it's the third
It's not
one.
this one. This one.
Yeah.
Have a sleepy.
And that's where we get the final key as well.
Oh, cool.
And look, that weird like noise. It's just like a constant kind of drone. But it's so like unsettling.
Wait a minute.
And then she's like, again, it's like hinting that she's all sexually because she's like, so comfy. Come lay
On
with
that
me on like some
lovely
shitty
room.
mattress.
Yeah, with like
all piss
all
stains
the
and
blood stains.
Come on, James. Hang at the back of me.
So comfy.
I think not.
So comfy with all rusted springs sticking it up your
See
arse.
that,
As soon as I
or even like James, he's so thirsty, but or kind of like even he's like, oh, I'll leave you here, love.
Yeah, And if you want, just go to the very end room
Yeah.
of this corridor. That's where the box is. Oh, actually, and then we just go up to the roof, and that's where we get the final piece of the puzzle.
Just the way he stands on them is like,
But again, he does a variation. Sometimes he does a kick. Sometimes he does a stomp. Again, I think it's pressure sensitive.
I
so
mean, I
think-
should hit these guys really with a pole.
But the thing
I'm
is,
being
you've got
lazy.
like over 100 bullets, and we're like halfway through the game almost. So it's like.
Okay.
So
The camera
also,
does
this
this
is an
really cool.
interesting thing. If you look here, it says "I'll take care of you forever," the number 4.
Yeah.
But you don't ever use that 4 anywhere with this box.
Yeah, it looks
unless
like it
it's
was
on
supposed to be a
hard.
longer puzzle. So it's 1823.
Yeah, 1823.
Oh, and we still need to do the thing with the hair and the needle, don't
Yeah.
we?
But we get the hair in the box, and you've already got the needle.
Okay, so
And then if you use the 2 keys you've got, purple ball key and
Okay,
the
so-
lapsus eye key. Oh, we got. Oh yeah, the other one's the roof key, and then use one more key, and then the other code was the one on the carbon paper. So if you go to your memos, you should be able to pull it up. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Are you sure? Because 1823 was on the carbon paper.
Well, it's no, because we read one in the. Oh no. Oh, I know where we get it.
Where?
No, it's the you have to go to the roof. So if you go to the roof,
Oh, and I get knocked
you
down.
get knocked down, and
Oh,
you get
yeah.
and you're in like a different area you can't access of the 3rd level.
Dum 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 dum. Oh, I'm just gonna clear this because I swear we can go into like a
He misses if you're too far back.
awful James. I swear there's one more room we can go in here.
Oh, it's the shower. It's the shower room. It's one of these
okay,
doors, and that's
yes.
where it's the next one. That's where
I
the
swear there's one that has items in.
Oh no, there is. I thought you meant where the
Is it this one?
the shower room was.
Oh my god. There you go.
Yeah. There we
Might
go.
as well.
And there's a save point. But it's cool, and don't really need that at the minute.
So the shower room I think is this door here.
It's on the left. No, it's one of the ones on the left. But It's this one with the green.
Okay, so we're going to the roof
Yeah.
because that's the key we got from.
Well, that's how we get the final thing. That's how we get the final bit of that puzzle. And the thing is as well. So this, yeah. Another cool thing is, it's almost like, because in I think it's in the third game in the making of, they say something along the lines of they wanted the player to really. It's something like they wanted to make. Oh, look, you can even like read the actual writing there as well. A super like good attention to detail.
It's like they went back, like redid the backgrounds. Like in some ways, I wish I'd read more about how they went about doing it, because that doesn't just look like they've put it through like
it looks like they've actually created
some type of AI learning.
Just stand there, I think that you just hear it start.
Oh look, and you can actually see him. It's like before he does it.
That's proper sick. And also, there's a thing, and it says, oh yeah, he like proper takes you down to like the max health red. That doesn't happen on the HD one, the flashing plus sign. You
Oh
don't
really?
get that.
Yeah, because that's from the original.
Yeah.
I'll just use some of these.
Yeah. We get loads. But there's also, you know, see these rooms behind us? It's that one, you know, the third one. See the blood on the thing?
Oh, yeah,
Look how good that looks as well. So it's 3822.
3822.
But in the third game, I think you come up to
Can you
these
read that
like
out?
solitary confinement rooms, right? And you open one of them, and there's a fucking nurse right there in front of you, and you're in that tiny space. And I think I got it. I think you're already on the third floor, so you can literally go straight to that room again. But in the it's the other way. Oh, you help it.
Might as well grab that. Eh?
But there's also like in the making of 3, they said the creators wanted to make a hostile environment permeated at all times by doubt. So they want you to constantly feel that you're not doing well, not doing well, but they want to give you that sense of like, oh, this is just too much, kind of thing. And yeah, I think it's the very last room. But there's a good thing in this that plays into when you open this box here, because so it was 3822, I think. When he first opens it, he says something like, 3822. I think he says something like, "There's nothing in the box." And then he goes, "Oh, wait a minute, there is." And it almost is like an FU to be like, "I've done all that for nothing."
Yeah.
Because he goes, "Oh, there's nothing inside," and it's like, "What?" And
Screw you.
And then
a
you're like,
big
"Oh,
old
okay."
Thick hair.
But on the PS2, it's like almost translucent. You can't see it. And then
Can I combine it in here? Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
No, you have to do it
in front the puzzle.
Yeah. And someone was saying, and because I've watched like a couple of people try and like speed run some of these games, they say the hitboxes are so specific in these games. Like you could be there and it won't recognise it, or be like, you can't use this here. Oh, and then you have to go back, and then the next. Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't do it like Resident Evil does.
It's like.
But if you were standing like an inch the wrong.
Yeah, it just
way,
won't register.
It'll be like, you can't use that here, and you could proper fuck yourself and be like, and you could like leave the room and be like, I don't know what I need to do.
Okay, so here's where I kind of really am really rusty. So I'll pass over to you,
That's cool.
and you can show us
Yeah, no worries.
from here.
Yeah, cool. So we just use the elevator key, and it just gives us access to a couple of other floors, because there's certain areas that back thing was blocked off from. I think specifically the first. Oh no. Let's go down to the first floor. I like the inclusion of the mouse as well. Looks slightly different than the PS2. I think it's still a mouse, but just looks slightly different. And isn't like the PC version? Isn't like the cursor a knife?
Yeah. Or like it used to be, or like in the original.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the whole thought like process or behind this enhanced edition was to get it as close to like the original PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
But improve it enough that you can actually
Tell.
and actually admire like all the graphics and stuff, because of course, you know, and be able to play it at like 60 frames.
Yeah. I also like that breathing in the thing. It's like proper, like. And usually, even if I know I can't get into rooms, I'll still always do them just to cross them off, because I'll look at something and I'll go, oh, I haven't been there yet, and then I'll run all the way back there and it'll be locked, and I'm like, so I always like just try and block off all the doors. Oh no, been here.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, it's that room we came in. But I think I need to go to the... Oh, I know where I need to go. I need to go to the 3rd floor. There's something we get in one of the rooms.
Okay. So there's a storeroom, there's another elevator, and there's that day room.
But there's a room where you find a ring that you need, and I'm sure it's on the 3rd floor. 1 second. But it's not that elevator you can use, it's the one in these corridors. So let me go back quickly. And also, it looks like it's cool that it's like a gradient when you like run down the corridor of like how it's light in it. Because when I played, I think the HD one, it's almost like a pitch black box. Yeah. And then when it gets close enough, it realises that you're looking at it, and then it loads.
Yes.
And it's like so lazy. It just doesn't work. It's just like broken.
I mean, it's just so horrible that they treated like such an important game with like such like disrespect.
Yeah. So there's definitely a room. We'll try out the rest room. Yeah. But there's definitely one that's got a battery in it and a ring. Or, no, a basement key, that's what it is.
So we've done... Okay, so look, unless it's one of these...
Yeah, we need to go out here, though, because there's a few doors we haven't tried. Because I think we just ran straight in because of the nurses.
No fear. Like, do you think they were forced to put all the nurses in this game? Like, they were like, oh, it's a Silent Hill game, it has to have nurses in. Oh, that's a creepy looking room.
Oh, that's the one we fell into.
Oh, okay.
But, maybe it's the 2nd floor.
Wait, but there was a room you didn't search in there. I'm pretty sure. Just push start. Yeah, see around.
Yeah, well, the elevators you can't use on this side. They just do that, and then there's these two.
Room?
But I'm pretty sure there's never anything here, and it's blocked off.
Okay.
But it must be the 2nd floor. But there's definitely one of those rooms in that corridor, but on a different level, where you find a battery. There's like a tapestry of loads of hands, like coming out the wall, and you find like a ring. That's right. Just try it, because I'm sure it's one of these.
I'm pretty sure that I clicked on. Apart from one.
Unless it's M3.
M3, the only one. Look at that.
Oh,
whoa!
Yeah, it's not this room though. We still got something out of it. Oh, another health drink. Nice. But there's definitely a room at the end of a corridor, and and you find.
Okay. So that's all they're searched.
So is there anywhere I can only...
So there's a nurse's room up there, but I'm pretty sure...
Oh, nurse's station. It's definitely a patient room. But I'm just trying to... remember. Let's just try. We haven't been fully here.
Oh.
That's right.
Yeah, so look, it's this door on the left, but I don't think it's
Oh,
it.
yeah, it's just a gate.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so it must be.
Or this little one here. Or look on your left. Yeah.
Yeah, so it must be.
So it's only the first floor you've got left, so it must be something.
Yeah.
Oh wait, or maybe that. Or can I remember that door at the end there?
Oh.
No. Okay.
Oh, so it must be the first floor then. But for some reason, I remember playing it recently and finding something after going upstairs. But the only other thing is the roof, but you can't go back up there.
Nah. So
Let's try the first floor.
So I always thought it was these double doors that are next to you, but no, it's locked off. Okay, so it must be.
What's it? Yeah, no, I think it's just blocked. We haven't been in C2. Unless it's just blocked off for some reason.
There you go.
Oh, no, this is where we meet Laura. Because after you meet Laura, it goes to the Nightmare Hospital, and that's where you find the key in the thing.
Okay.
But even those teddy bears are HD.
Res teddy bears.
Even like the little stitching and everything. And also, in the HD collection, the new voices, she's not voiced by like an actual little girl. It's like a woman doing an impression of a little girl.
That's like the worst.
That big fat blabbermouth.
How do you know about Mary?
What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No, I won't.
I was friends with Mary. We met at the hospital. It was last year.
You liar! Laura,
Fine, don't believe me.
But last year, Mary was already... I'm sorry, Laura. Anyway, let's go. We can talk about this later. This is no place for a kid.
No place for
There
a
are
kid.
all sorts of strange things around here. I can't believe you haven't even gotten a scratch on you.
Why should I? Wait! There's something I gotta get.
Later, okay?
But it's really important.
For some
What is
reason,
it?
I'll let
my
it go, Mary.
girlfriend just walked into the room, and she's just pissing herself for like no reason. She's that voice you keep hearing every now and again that sounds like someone that's just had helium.
Come on, hurry up.
Is that Sherry?
Is it in there?
Sherry Birkin.
Is that Sherry Birkin?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the back.
What are you doing, Laura?
It's further back in the desk.
Crazy noises going on in the background.
Yeah, this is it. This is proper horrible because again, it's like all the boss fights are like in like really. Apart from the it's like
this
proper
one.
close knit areas. This is like the flesh lips.
Oh, the sound of that.
I tricked you.
Yeah, this is that bit where she's like, "You fart face."
Right? Want me to open it? Huh? Do ya? What's the magic word?
I have to get the shotgun out for this.
The magic word is 3569.
I guess I can open it.
Like the codes.
This.
You snotty little brat! Open up!
Why, you
Laura?
Oh, but you can hear it's a little kid actually did the voice as
Yeah,
well. Like, it proper sounds.
And they like proper grab you with their feet like round the neck.
Oh, I don't like it. But you got loads of ammo. Oh, is he gonna get greedy? Ah, here you go.
Oh,
But that's horrible. So like they have to be near enough for you to make contact.
but the thing is, you want to be like right under them because they
Yeah.
grab you up. So it's like Also, what I think is quite an interesting was
Oh shit. Oh, yeah, maybe getting a few of those bad boys.
What I was going to say is quite cool as well. On the making of documentary, when you see like Masahiro Ito like sketching like Pyramid Head and other stuff, he's saying like where he got inspiration from. And I'm a big fan of for like surreal artists like Francis Bacon, and in a lot of his paintings he does he puts like boxes around his like figures in paintings.
Yeah.
He'll just like put them in a box. It's really weird, like just like a thin wire box.
What's the name of that
And
Polish artist?
Beksiński.
That's it. Bekshin, like, he must have inspired this. Like, he does
Yeah.
all those like horror landscapes and stuff, but also like these weird creatures.
See, I've never seen him do that attack.
Oh,
I've never seen him lunge forward like that.
Pro Enhanced Edition lunge tack.
But there's and also it goes like all blurry when it's over. There you go, when the legs go up. But I was gonna say, he puts Francis Bacon around like a lot of figures he's painting. He'll do like a very faint box around them, like they're enclosed, and a lot of the like those kind of enemy designs there, you can tell, and like this is like proper Jacob's Ladder when he's on like the
full.
And again, that might be like a little Francis Bacon like reference kind of thing. And also, this is where, for the first time, when you do the UFO ending, you use the blue gem, and he looks up, and outside of the walls, a little UFO turns up, and it makes
so
and it
cool.
makes like a little sound. It's like watching you, and it's like wow, wow. And look, this noise here. Oh no, maybe it's not here. It's when you go in the basement. There's like a little screech that's really horrible,
Yeah.
and that's very Silent Hill 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, like especially like the Nightmare School and that.
Because I mean, like Isaac was saying before we started streaming, like this. What was I going to say? But my mind's gone completely blank. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
how,
no, this is like the Nightmare Hospital.
how in like the original game you had like these full like proper hard like transitions from like the evil to like the normal, and like in this it's like a more gradual build up.
Yeah, it kind of like just happens over the course of time. It's not like direct.
I mean, we're like we're like nearly like an hour and a half, like 2 hours in.
Yeah, but that's it becomes more and more like degraded and messed up as it goes on, which is like a nice touch. It's one thing I always get wrong. Every time I come out of a room, I always turn the wrong direction because the way the camera is. Whoa!
She's thirsty.
See, that's one of the like dark ones. I think they take a few more hits.
Okay. Well, that would make sense.
But look at how cool all the like.
Yeah, it's
the
fucking
rooms-
horrible. It's
like just the rooms alone are enough.
like, did they actually go to a like abandoned like buildings or something to get or inspiration?
Yeah. There's on the making of documentary. There's a thing where they're showing what do you call it? They're showing photographs they took where they just went out in Japan and found a load of rundown buildings and they just took pictures and were just like
like this, like how that like looks worn.
Yeah. But yeah, it shows that they'd like done some research. See, that's the door with the hand that comes out where you put the rings on them.
I remember this. Yeah, that's so cool.
See, that's like the darker one.
Yeah,
Maybe they are the same strength, but I don't know.
it's just more scary.
The hitboxes on these doors are like proper.
Like, you have to look like.
Oh, actually, try into it. You have to be like dead on the actual like lock itself. First like ampoule of the game as well, and there's like a little memo here and stuff. Just some doodle. And this is just basically saying how to solve that puzzle with the rings on the door.
Okay, that's cool.
Must be the same one. Maybe I didn't let it kind of fully register that she was dead.
Like, it's like some just come back to life.
Oh, okay. But I always do like to clear out the hospital corridors because you have to do a lot of backtracking. And
and like because you have to use so little ammo leading up to this, it's like you're proper balling.
And this is the room where Maria was. And again, it's like hinting. It's like, and he says like, "Is Maria sick now too?" And it's almost like, you know.
And there's that scary breathing as well. Like,
that's the thing. Obviously, when I would have played it on the PS2 years ago, I would have never worn headphones to play it. I would have just played it as is on like a standard TV.
Like some tiny little like
yeah,
or kind of
CRT
18
or whatever.
Like,
but that's what I mean. It's only when you like play it with headphones that you're like, Jesus, like the amount of like little minutiae and like tiny little, you know, detail within the sounds.
Because I think back to when I first when I was playing these games, and I had like a little like maybe 22-inch that had like had a video thing built into it.
Yeah. I wish I still had one of those because I've got the odd VHS tape that I'd like to still be able to watch. Same with actually this. I bought the I bought that custom Silent Hill 2 VHS that's got all the cutscenes on like panned and scanned onto the thing, and that's sick. So
you can.
I think we need to go to the second floor, so because we haven't because it's like reset to like the nightmare world now. It'll give you like all these like new rooms to explore.
Yeah, so
it's like all
do it
different.
all from the beginning again. It's like it's a very like clever way of them being able to use the same area twice.
Yeah, that's a good.
It's actually like really.
Have I got the basement key yet? Oh, so I'll use that.
Yeah, I mean, but we've got loads. No, you don't.
No, I definitely get a key before I come down it because that noise there
Ooh,
that happens in the basement.
that's horrible. No.
Oh, I think usually it plays more than once, but look, it's locked. But there's a key I find. There's like a mural on the wall,
Okay.
and there's a key that allows you to. I don't know if it's something with my headphones, but every now and again it's going.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's some kind of thing with a charge or whatever, but I'll let you know if the sound
Yeah.
completely cuts out.
I think they're about to die.
It's
but,
not. It's not a professional run, so it doesn't matter if we have to like.
Like I have ways to charge them.
Oh, I know how to. I have to get the elevator down because the stairs they're blocked off those doors.
Okay.
So I have to take the elevator. So I'll go to the second floor. Ding. And also, when you find Maria, you get that little quiz. You get that game show contestant.
Okay. Oh, that's here. Okay,
Yeah,
so-
and I absolutely love it. But in the HD collection, even if you select the old voices, it's still played Troy Baker's version of the game show contestant, and he doesn't do it as good. Because I love when he does it. Yeah, this is the room. I love when he does it in the original one. He's talking about that Walter Sullivan murder when he killed the two kids.
Yeah.
And he goes, "A brother and sister were playing in the street." And he goes, "When they were attacked and shot into pieces with an axe." And he like really goes over the top when he says it, and it's like the best.
Crazy.
And it's like the best thing I love is like, but when Troy Baker does it, it's like proper sweaty, and he goes, "Chopped into pieces with an axe," and he like really like, he just doesn't do it as good.
Like, is it bad that I just really fucking hate Troy Baker?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like he's done some good voice acting, but if you've ever watched any of like the making of The Last of Us stuff,
Yeah.
he proper goes on about like how much of an artist he is and
Oh really?
having to get into the right mood
Yeah.
to play Joel. And like he talks about how there's a scene. Okay, like have you played The Last of Us?
The first one,
Yeah.
not the second.
Yeah, so the first one, you know, when his like daughter gets killed.
Yeah.
And like he's crying. He was like, when we like recorded that scene, I was actually in tears. And it's like, but they didn't use that take.
Yeah.
because like he's probably hamming it up terribly.
Yeah. And this is where we get the rings.
But yeah, like I'm just with the feeling that he stops a lot more like talented artists like she like getting work.
Yeah.
Because he's like a celebrity.
Yeah.
In a way, it's like Troy Baker. Oh yeah, it's Troy Baker.
Yeah. And also, like, a lot of his characters just sound the same. It's almost like...
Yeah.
It's just like a one-trick. Someone said his performance as James in this just sounds stoned or horny or whatever. He's, like, really all breathy and over the top and that. And someone said in the comments when I was watching the stream, the HD collection, someone went something like, Troy Baker to me is just generic dude, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like... Slightly just like a tiny bit of grit in the back of the throat.
So what I'll do after we get the first ring, maybe we should save it because I think we've probably. I don't know how long we've been playing. I should really time these, but probably nearly an hour.
Yeah, although I'd say it's been about an hour.
Yeah. But we're right near the end of the hospital. There's not much more to do in here.
Sick.
Now we get Maria back. There's like 2 more rooms to go, and then we can leave.
Oh yeah, and then I know what happens.
No,
And then we're out of it, and we get to do all the historical society and the prison and all that.
You're supposed to take care of me.
And like things like that, and because she's so similar to Mary, it's like a proper mind game on like the audience that it's like,
is that her?
Well, no, more like it's like how it's affecting James. Like the line she's saying, like you're supposed to take care of me, and then once you find out, you know what he did to Mary, you can see how it's like affecting him.
I just feel sorry for her. She's all alone, and for some reason, I feel like.
But you see what I mean about like the lip syncing? Is I can't tell if that's how it is in the original, if it's slightly off.
I can't remember. I don't think it's as visually clear, so I don't think you can tell as much. But maybe like because the faces are like proper, like you can see every little bit of articulation and stuff. Apparently, as well, when they were creating the there's a save point on these stairs as well. Apparently, when they were creating, they done motion capture for all the like movements and the cut scenes and all that.
Yeah,
but not facial capture. They literally just made it so they made it on the screen and made all the little manipulations move the way they do themselves.
Oh, that's cool.
Because apparently the creator who made the character designs, he's like, sometimes it doesn't pick up certain muscle movements and that, but he's like, he used to look in a mirror and just notice face changes where things tense and change, and then he'd make the characters do it on this.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's like that's even more work. He could just say, "Let's motion capture the faces. If it doesn't look right, it doesn't look right." But he's like, "No, I'm gonna make the strains and like the facial muscles look as accurate as I can."
Yeah, because like back then, like the tech was
it wasn't
proper in its infancy for like video games anyway.
Yeah, cool. But as I say, so we'll call it episode here. We're near the end of the hospital anyway. But this has been part 2, and it's a farewell from me and Rob, and we'll catch you next time for part 3.
See you soon, guys.
See you later.